everyone, Live It Like Lisa here, and today's video I thought I would take you and show you the process of me decluttering my office nook here, which you can see behind me. If you've seen a few of my other videos, you'll see that this little section in our house is off our great room, which is where our dining, kitchen / living area is, and it's a little office nook that my husband and I share. We've got each got our own sides, our own computers and all that sort of things. So we'll probably mainly be concentrating on my side, since I just let my husband organize his however he wants. Like, I don't really like touching his side because then I get blamed when he misplaces something if I've touched it. So it's just easier to let him have his own stuff wherever he wants it. As long as the doors are shut and I don't have to look at it, I'm happy. But yeah, for my side, you'll see that over the last few months, it's just had everything shoved in it. There's no organization left in it anymore. There's stuff in there that shouldn't be in there. It's pretty much a mess. And what I'm also doing now as well, you can see here I've got my pen drawers and I've got a big caddy here that was from my craft room. I originally had all my planning tools, stickers, pens and all that sort of stuff in my craft room, but I just found I wasn't really using it in my craft room. So moving all of that stuff out, and I'm going to try and fit it in this space. So what I'm thinking is that my craft room is just going to stay for craft, and then all my planners, stationery, bill paying, YouTube editing and all that sort of stuff will happen in this area. So I'm hoping it will make things easier for me, and I'm hoping all of this will fit in here somehow. So I'll turn the camera around. I'll show you our little office nook if you haven't seen it before, just to let you know how, like, what it looks like beforehand. You'll see a little bit of the process of me decluttering it, and then what organization I've put in place to get it all sorted again, which is what I do. So I'll turn the camera around now and let's get started. Okay, so excuse the cat. So here's the little office nook that I'm talking about. So if I move back a little bit, you can sort of see that's like our dining table there. And it's like a little cutout in the wall where we've had cupboards and desks and everything fitted into the wall. We'll mainly be concentrating on my side, which is all this side. This is my caddy from my craft room, so I'm going to have to try and fit all of that into these cupboards somewhere. So I'll show you inside the cupboard and you'll see what I mean by the fact that everything's just started to be thrown in. There's a lot of stuff there that doesn't belong, and yeah, I'm gonna need to sort it out. Yeah, this is not too bad because, you know, everything's got its place, but I'll probably be sorting some of that out as well, because I think I'm going to be getting rid of some of my planners as well. So I've got to go through them to see which ones I want to keep. All of that stuff is like all our paperwork, tax returns and mortgage papers and all that sort of thing. So that's all up there. That's not too bad. But yeah, and then I've got these drawers here, which again, things have just started to get thrown in. There's no organization to them. The bottom drawer is not too bad because that's just filing. But yeah, as you can see, it's in desperate need of decluttering and reorganizing. And I think I'm just going to get started by pulling everything out of the tall cupboard first, seeing what needs to go and what needs to stay, and then we can work from there. Okay, so this is the whole mess that has come out of that cupboard. Like, can you believe that all that was in the cupboard? Now, I'm going to be pretty ruthless and I'm going to get rid of a lot of stuff, even though it might not even be used or it might be brand new. If I'm not using it, I'm going to get rid of it because there's no need for this much clutter, I don't think. That's what we're going to do next. Okay, so what I'm starting to do with this mess is get some piles going. So I've got my storage boxes, which are a good organization tool that are in that cupboard. So I've not touched them yet, but I'm just going to put them all together. I've got a pile here. This is all stuff that I'll be getting rid of, that I'm pretty sure I'll be getting rid of. This pile here is stuff that needs to go away, so it actually doesn't belong in this cupboard, so I need to actually put them where they belong. I'm working on the rest of this. I've got a plastic bag there that is for any rubbish that I can just put. That's pretty much where we're up to now. So I'm just going to keep sorting through this pile here, putting it into where it belongs, and then I'm going to start going through each of those boxes to see what I'm going to keep and what I'm going to get rid of. If I can conclude anything from this exercise, it's that I've got a ridiculous amount of stationery that no person needs to own.
Apart from you, obviously.
Like, this is just ridiculous. I don't even know how or where I'm going to fit all this. I have to just get rid of some of it, I think. Have to part ways, be strong, and probably cull it down by half. Okay, so I've tried to be as ruthless as I can. I've still got an obscene amount of stationery that I'm keeping. But so this is my post-it note box. Yes, I have a whole box full of post-it notes, but I think I will use most of these eventually. So all of the post-it notes I'm keeping in that box. This box here, I've put all planner stickers and these page tabs. So I've actually gotten rid of quite a few stickers. So that's my box of stickers and page tabs. In this box here, I have all my small notebooks, so like little hand pocket type notebooks, and then underneath there are just some other random notebooks from Kmart and a few here from Kiki K. So that's my little notebook box. The other box here, this is all my A5 size notebooks. So any with the spiral bound notebooks, those are Kmart. A couple of like journal type notebooks like those. So I've kept those in there. And then I've just got, I think these are a B6 size. These are Kiki K notebook pads, and I just sit them on top. So that's those. And then the last box here are some bigger notebooks. So these are like the A4 size notebooks. I've just got a couple of spiral bound hardcover ones at the bottom there, and then a couple of soft Kmart ones. They're a little bit smaller than an A4 size, a little bit bigger than an A5. And then also there's a few more bit thicker ones, books there. They're all from Kmart as well. So that's what I'm up to so far. Okay guys, so I've finally finished our little office nook. The only thing I need to do now is to just give the chairs a bit of a makeover. So they're going to stay white, but I just want to refinish them in some white chalk paint and reupholster the actual cushion on them. But I've just got to order some fabric from eBay, and yeah, I'll be doing those pretty soon. This is my side now. What I've decided to do, I know all my rose gold stuff, I originally had planned to have it all just in my craft room, but like I said, because I'm doing most of the planning stuff and stationery stuff here, I just figured I'll just use it here. And I actually don't mind the mix of the rustic country vibe with a bit of rose gold mixed in. So this is my desk. I've got my in tray there, got a little Kmart black tray there with just some of my stationery items on there, and then that's a little DIY I did, just a little rustic notice board. Then we've got my computer here. I've got a little weekly planner going across the back there, just so I can jot some things down. And then on this side I have just a little reject shop container that's housing some notepads, my planner stamps and stencils. And then that little post-it note set, that was from Target. And then I've just got some hand sanitizer and a little candle. Then in the middle here, I have a little Kmart stand here, and on that I've just spray painted. These used to be grey, so I've just, like a silver, I've just spray painted them black. Just put some loose change, batteries and some notepads in there. Then coming over to my husband's side, he's a bit more masculine looking, so I've just put a little Kmart plant next to his sticky tape dispenser, and then he's got his computer, And then over here, that's actually just a photo frame, and I've just put some scrapbooking paper inside the frame and turned it over to use it as a little tray for his side. So it just houses his torches, his reading glasses and some pens. And I just think with it sitting in a tray, it tends to look a little bit neater than if it was all just scattered on the desk. And then he's got his in tray, and then another one of those little notice boards that I made. So that's the top of the desk, and I will show you now inside the cupboards. They are definitely a hell of a lot neater and a lot more decluttered now. So I've basically just got the stuff that I actually want and use or will use. So starting up the top there, I have our spare manila folders and envelope folders, as well as a container that's just full of sticky tape and spare scissors. Then on this shelf, the first box there contains all little hard drives and my labeler. Just a little bit of tech stuff basically is in that one. And then in that one there, I've just got some plastic folders and display folders and plastic sleeves. Then on this shelf here, I have my little rose gold notebook holder, and that's just housing some of my A4 size notebooks. Then in this container here, that's just got all of my stickers. In this one here, this box is just all my post-it notes. Then just on this shelf, I have a few pamphlets and things that I just want to go through before deciding to keep them or throw them out. And then on that side, just some envelopes. And on this shelf, I just have, the first box contains just some planner accessories. So I've just got in that some spare paper for the planners, as well as hole punch and some organisers there for my planners. And then that box is all notepads. And then these two boxes here are actual notebooks. And then next to that is just my shredder. In this cupboard, not much has changed. It's all pretty much already organised. So this first section here is all our folders to do with like our family, house, finances, important papers and that sort of stuff. This pile here is this year's tax, so I've just got to sort all that out and file that away. And then all of those magazine holders there are just different instructions that we need to keep for different things. And then on the bottom shelf here, these are the only planners that I'm actually keeping. And then this is just another little notebook I've got from Kmart the other day, and that's just my big pencil case full of markers. And then that's our laminator that we don't really use that much. So my drawers are a lot more organised than they were previously. So I've got some little organisers here that I think I got from like a $2 shop ages ago. I've actually organised them by type, so all of the same type of markers will be in each section roughly. And I've got a lot of coloured ones as well as highlighters there as well, and my regular black Sharpies. In my next drawer is all my more bits and pieces sort of drawer, still all stationery related, but again I've used like a cutlery tray to organise all my supplies. In the bottom one, not really much has changed, but I have gotten rid of a lot of paperwork that I didn't need, so that's all I've got as far as my file folders go. And I've just got some spare tabs down the bottom. So that's my side of the office nook. Then in this middle section here, I've just got a few decorative pieces. Up the top here, I just got a cardboard storage box from IKEA. The 2 frames I bought from Spotlight in my last Spotlight haul. And I've just brushed a little bit of darker paint over them just to give them a bit more of a rustic feel. And the pictures inside them I've just printed off from the internet and put them in there. So I just really like the look of those pictures. And then this little bicycle at the front here, he was from the reject shop. And then on this side, that's just my IKEA lantern. That little crate was from Kmart. And then I've just got one of my dad's old books sitting there on the bottom. And then on this shelf, again at the back there. I don't know if it's coming up on camera with the glare, but yeah, I've just got a couple of photo frames. And then at the front here, I just have a little reject shop pot that I have one of my IKEA plants sitting in. I have a stack of little vintage books here that I picked up from the op shop for a couple of cents. And I just have them stacked as decoration. And that little decor sphere is from Kmart. I think it was about $3. The candlesticks at the back there, they used to be white. And again, I've just given them a bit of a paint makeover. And that little vintage looking clock was from Kmart. And that basket we just use to house all our receipts until I can go through them and tick them off. And that's a little decorative shelf there. In this middle cupboard here, this is the cupboard that we share. That just houses our printer and all our printer paper and refill inks. On my husband's side, like I said before, I haven't touched really his side as far as organisation goes. I just leave his how he likes it. And yeah, he just stores all his camera and drone stuff in his cupboard up the top here. I did tidy out his drawers though, because his drawers were quite messy as well. This drawer. And then his filing drawer again. I haven't gone through it, I haven't touched it. It's just got all his paperwork. And our office nook finally organised and decorated, and hopefully it'll stay this neat and tidy. Probably not, but it's done for now. I hope you enjoyed this video, guys, and hopefully it's given you some ideas for organising and decluttering your own office space. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I have heaps of these type of videos coming up, and I will see you in my next video. Thanks for watching.